was always laughing and cutting up. Pantries always was. And we'd go down there and she'd sing us little songs, and we'd listen to her. And then she'd go to saying poems and stuff. She'd dance some first. So
Yeah, she knows a lot of that
yeah,
stuff.
she was all the time, just to cut up.
When she was growing up, younger, the only thing there was in the country that people could go to would be square dances. They had square dances at people's houses, first one and then another. And she played with her dad, he played the fiddle and she went to picking a banjo.
Boy, he is the best cook I ever seen. And he said, young'uns, I'm going to bake you a Johnny cake. And he had his bread already soured now. He had it mixed up and soured. And he had this board, and he made it peak at this end and peak at this end, and he scraped it and cleaned it and scalded it till it was clean, And he made this bread thick. It had to be thick to stay on there, understand? And so he put this bread on there. And he just barely turned it up and turned it around and turned it up till it got to staying good enough till he could stand up pretty good for this far. And he browned that bread and it just crackled all open. The best bread you ever eat, sweet as it could be. Yeah, he baked Johnny cakes first. And it used to be they didn't have no roads, when I growed up. If they had harder times than we did, I don't know how they lived. Some of them would build a fire in the middle of the floor till they got their, have puncheons out to cook on stuff till they got their chimneys built and stuff like that. This house after house, you'd find them like that, all over that place. The water's a barrel for. So everybody just lived about so-so, there wasn't no rich people in the bunch. And then we had to watch the cows out of the corn, We didn't have no fences or nothing around. It was a pretty job to take them off a long ways and go and get them. That's the way we used to have to do. But I enjoyed it. I'd rather been poor as rich. Yes, I would. It was a hard way to live, but no. I had a half-brother boy, and he said it's awful, let's see, he said, it's awful, no, he said it's all right to be poor, but it's awful unhandy, He didn't want, I tell you the truth about it, I'm like that boy, it's a little bit unhandy, but I'd just rather live that way as to have been rich, honest, with have all the money in the world, I wouldn't have been any happier. I went to a dance one night, and I just learned to play pretty good, And my sister's man had a banjo, and had it was a pretty good old banjo, better than I'd ever used to. I didn't charge them nothing, I just played. But they give me $3 anyhow, and made more. Of course, now $3 was something, and I'll tell you what my husband done. He went down to Hens Parsons and he borrowed $10. He said, no, if you ain't got nothing much to eat, just go right on. So he took the $10, he went to the store, he had a 3-bushel meal sack. He had flour, he had meal, he had meat, he had beans, he had all kinds of stuff to eat in that meal sack, and a gallon of oil in his hand and $2.50 in his pocket. Was that money then? Was that money? Now you can take $20, you can't see what you buy. Try a little bit of Walking in the Parlor. I heard my brother play it years ago, and he's about 70-something now. It's a pretty old tune.
Thank you. Now, I think the next one's going to be Mitter on the Hook. It's pretty old, too. It ain't been long since I played it, but I'll try it again.
Phoebe always said, I live on the waters of Barefoot.
Yeah.
The waters are bare.
Well, and she did too.
She did where she was raised, yeah, but then she went down here to Bear Run,
Well, that's just across the hill from Barefoot.
across the hill from the other part.